Now here we are going to understand revaluation of assets and liabilities. Now what do you mean? See, whenever a new partner is admitted, that means old partnership is demolished. Okay, it is closed down and new partnership starts. That means we are entering into new venture. When we are entering into new venture, it is a process that we will revalue. That means now we will see what assets we have and what is the rate of, or you can say what is the value of the asset on current date. Okay, so if we have to check this out, we have to check that what actually the revaluation amount is. Okay, so what we will do, we will revalue all the assets and all the liabilities at present whichever is there in the balance sheet. Am I clear? So whenever a new partner is admitted, it becomes necessary to revalue the assets and liabilities of the firm to their true and fair value. Okay, this is done because with the passage of time, the value of certain assets might have increased while the value of certain other assets might have decreased. Thus, the actual value of various assets and liabilities may be different from the value stated in the balance sheet. New partner should not suffer because of reduction in the value of assets, nor should he be benefited by increase in the value of assets. Thus, the entire profit or loss arising from the revaluation is divided between the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So, that means, that is what I told you, assets value and liabilities ka value must have changed. So, we have to check this out at the rate which is been available current. Okay, so that is what we are going to check out, and we will also check out that whether we are in profit or loss. That means what is the profit or loss arising out of revaluation. Okay, now once we check out the profit or loss in the revaluation, what we will do, there will be a balance definitely. Now that balance will be divided among the old partners in old profit sharing ratio. See, I always told you old matter, old ratio. So what is the revaluation amount? Even if it is profit or it is loss, it is old matter, right? So old matter, old ratio. So this division will be shared by old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Am I clear? Now revaluation of assets and liabilities is done with the help of new account called revaluation account. Okay, so it will be prepared as usual the way we are preparing ledger. Okay, the way we have prepared ledger or trading account same, but only the name of that account will be what? Revaluation account. Don't worry if you don't understand, we have a performer, we will check out the performer for this. Okay, sometimes this account is called as profit and loss adjustment account. Okay, so even it can be named as revaluation account, even it can be named as profit and loss adjustment account. Okay, this account is a nominal account in nature. I hope you all know what is the meaning of nominal if it is said. Nominal means whatever profits we are receiving, so where it will go, whatever profits or whatever incomes or whatever gains is there, that will be credited, and whatever losses or decrease or whatever expenses we incurred, that will be debited. So this is what the rule for nominal. Okay, therefore if there is a loss due to revaluation, revaluation is debited, and if the revaluation results a profit, the revaluation account is credited. So that is what I told you, right, about nominal account. Now what will be the entries which will be passed? Okay, now for decrease in the value of assets, revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account to assets account. Fine. So see what happened, assets decreasing. That means now what we will do? We will do write off, cancel. Now to remember, cancel assets, that is they are in asset side, that is they are debited. Okay, so what we will do in journal entry, we will credit it. Why? We are cancelling it. So we will cancel through what? Through revaluation or profit and loss adjustment account. So we take it as revaluation. We will see if at all profit and loss account profit and loss adjustment account comes. Okay, so right now whatever I will say revaluation account debit to assets account. Am I clear? Now let's understand the next entry for increase in the value of assets. Now if the assets value is increasing, so what it will be? What will be the journal entry? Why? We are adding to the asset, right? Asset is debited, now we are adding it more, we are increasing it. So what we will do? We will increase it. That means asset account debit. When we want to decrease it, we credit it. When we want to increase it, we will debit it. Okay. So asset account debit to revaluation account. Why? Because the increase in the value of asset. Now for increase in the value of liability. Now your liability is increasing. Okay. Do remember, liability means credit. If assets means debit, liabilities means credit. Okay. In journal term. Now if liabilities are credited and if it is increasing, we will credit it one more time. Why? Minus always we add it. I hope you remember in maths, when 2 minus sign comes, that means minus 2 minus 8, it will give you minus 10, right? So this is what the system which is being followed in maths. Same system we are following it. We will credit it. Okay, so it will be revaluation account debit to liabilities account. Why? Increase in the value of liability. Am I clear? Now for decrease in the value of liability, opposite. What we will do? Liability account debit to revaluation account. Why? Because there is a decrease in the value of liability. Now on the basis of the above entry, a revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account is prepared. Now whatever entries are there, what you will do? First and foremost, you will make journal entry and then you will post it in the ledger. So that is what they say. According to that, we are going to prepare revaluation account. Okay, if the credit side of this account is in excess, it reveals a profit, and if the debit side is in excess, it reveals a loss. So when we are preparing a ledger of revaluation, and if credit side is heavy, that means more, so that means we are in profit, and if debit side is more, that means we are in loss. Okay, such profit or loss will be divided between the partner in their old profit sharing ratio. Following entries are passed for this purpose. Okay, so if we are dividing that profit or loss, what will be the entry? Now when revaluation shows profit, so it will go on the debit side, right? So it will be revaluation account debit to old partners capital account. Do remember, we will transfer this amount to old partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. So it was profit on revaluation credited to old partners capital account. Okay, then if in case of loss, this above entry will be reversed. Okay, so what will be the reverse entry? Old partners capital account to revaluation account. Why? There is a loss in revaluation, so that is why it will be debited to old partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. Am I clear? Now let's check out the pro forma of revaluation account. You can see very well, this is the pro forma of revaluation account. Okay, see, debit side, it is showing decrease in assets and increase in liabilities. Do remember, when it is debit side, it will be decrease in assets and increase in liabilities. Write in short over there above. Okay, above the pro forma, you write plus assets minus, sorry, you will write minus assets plus liability. That means whenever plus liability means whenever there is increase in liability, it will come on the debit side. Whenever there is decrease in assets, it will come on the debit side. Do remember, minus assets plus liability. Minus assets means if assets are decreasing, it will come on the debit side. Plus liability means if it is liability is increasing, it will come on the debit side. If there is any unrecorded liability, again that means there is an increase in liability, right? So unrecorded, that is increase in liability, again it will come on the debit side. Now credit side, whenever there is increase in asset. So what you will write on the credit side? Up you write plus assets minus liability. Okay, L. You write plus A minus L. That plus A, that means plus A, that is a short form, just to understand for yourself. It is not that you will write in the numericals. You will not mention this in the numerical. This is just to understand for yourself. Okay, आपके समझने के लिए है. So what you will do? You will write over here in short plus asset minus L. That shows that if there is increase in asset, it will be credited. If there is decrease in liability, it will be credited. Again, same case, if it is unrecorded assets, that means increase in assets, and that will come on the credit side. Am I clear? Let's take one illustration related to that. This is a simple illustration. Simple illustration, why I am saying? Because these are just journal entries. Okay, so that is what it has been mentioned. Past necessary journal entries to record the following transactions on the admission of a new partner. First is stock is undervalued by 10%. Book value of stock is 54,000. Okay, now here second is stock is overvalued by 10%. What is the book value? 66,000. Now value of land is to be increased to 5 lakh. What is the book value? 4 lakh. So what we will do? Let's check out working note. Why? Because there is a change in the value which we have to understand. See, land and building is so very clear. 1 lakh appreciation is there. So whenever there is 1 lakh appreciation, that is increase in asset. What will be the entry? You know that very well. What will be the entry in case of increase in the asset? That is assets account debit to revaluation. Now what is the asset name? You will not write assets account debit. You will write land and building account debit to revaluation account. Am I clear? Now here you will see stock is overvalued. Now overvalued means, that means it was actually less, but then we have overvalued it. That means we have to decrease it. There is a decrease in asset. Now when there is a decrease in asset, what will be the entry? Revaluation account debit to asset account. Now here we will name the asset. That means revaluation account debit to stock account. Fine. See the first case. First case is stock is undervalued. Now if it is undervalued, stock account debit to revaluation account. Why? Because now we will bring it to the normal value. Previously it was less value. Okay, suppose I have 100% stock, but the valuation was 90% only. So what I will do? I will bring it to 100%. When I will bring it to 100%, that means 10% increase. And when there is increase in the asset, that means it will go as per that entry. Okay, I hope I am clear with all three entries. So straight away I will show you working note that how I calculated the difference. Now you can see above is the journal entry of the illustration. Okay, but first and foremost we will check out the working note to understand the how we are taking actual amount for the journal entry. Okay, now see what was the actual stock. Actual stock was 54,000. Sorry, what was the stock which was been given? In case of undervalued stock, it was 54,000, right? Now what we have to find out? We have to find out actual stock, right? And actual stock was what? 100%. It was undervalued 10%. So that means it was valued as 90. So that is what? 100 was the real value and 90 was the value which was being judged. Fine. So what we will do? We will multiply 100 by 90 with 54,000. You can take it as what you can do over here. You can write here 90 and 100. Okay. So on 90 how much we have? 54,000. So on 100 how much we will get? We don't know. So just cross multiply. So you will get 54,000 into 100 upon 90. Okay. So that will give you 60,000. So what was the value which was been given? 54,000, right? And what is the actual value which we are getting? 60,000. What is the difference? 6,000. Okay. So when we will pass the entry, that will be stock account debit to revaluation account. How much amount we will mention in that? We will mention 6,000 only. Okay. We will not mention the complete amount. We will mention the difference between the two. Am I clear? So this is what I said. What is the actual difference? Difference of the book value, that is 60,000 minus 54,000, 6,000. So on 6,000 we will pass the actual entry. Okay. Now next was stock was overvalued. Okay. So that means what actually we have, we always take that whatever with us is 100%. Okay. So we have 100%. Fine. Now it was overvalued. That means it was overvalued by 10%. That means it was valued on 110 rupees. Okay. So that is what. Again you take on 110, what was the value? That is the current value which has been given is 66,000. And you have to find out on the value 100. Okay. So what will be the value on the 100? We don't know. Again cross multiply. Check out 60,000 into 100 upon 110. So that will give you 60,000. Again we will find the difference between the two, that is the amount which has been given right now and actual amount, that is 66,000 minus 60,000. The difference is 6,000. So whenever we will pass the entry, what will be the entry? Here what we have to do? We have to decrease stock. So what will be the entry? Entry will be revaluation to stock account. Amount we will mention 6,000 only. Okay. We will mention the difference. We will not mention the complete amount. I hope it is clear. Now let's take one complete illustration to understand the problem. Okay. What is the illustration? The following was the balance sheet of Anurag and Bhavna, who were sharing profits in the ratio of 2/3, 1/3. That is 2:1 as on 31st March 2018. Okay. Now see the balance sheet, what it is showing. It is showing liability side, it is showing creditors, then capital. Okay. Now asset side it is showing cash, debtors, stock, plant and machinery, building. Right. Now we will check out. On 1st April 2018, they agreed to admit Monica into partnership on the following terms. Monica was to be given 1/3 share in profit and was to bring 15,000 as a capital and 6,000 as a share of goodwill. So it is very clear that they have a share of goodwill. So if there is a share of goodwill, we are very clear we have to find out sacrificing ratio. As you know very well, here in this new ratio is not mentioned. So what we will do, we will take old ratio as a sacrificing ratio. I hope you remember everything. See, those small points will help you out in completing one complete problem. So you have to understand that. Okay? That the value of stock and plant and machinery were to be reduced by 10%. So value has to be reduced. That means assets are reducing. Okay. That a provision of, now what we will do, we will check out asset, see stock. So what we will do, we will mark a dot over here on stock. Why we will mark a dot? So that we can understand that there is a adjustment on this. Otherwise we will forget, right? Same plant and machinery. Plant and machinery we will put a dot. Why? Because we know there is an adjustment. So we will put a dot to understand that yes, there is an adjustment. Fine. Now they say that a provision of 5% was to be created on doubtful. Now doubtful debts means the adjustment is on debtors. Okay. So that the building account was to be appreciated. Appreciated means added. Now this is increase. So asset. Again building. We will put a dot. Okay. Even what you can do, you can put a plus sign over here, you can put minus over here. So with this you will understand that here the value is decreasing, here the value is increasing. Right? Even that you can do. Now investment worth rupees 1400 not mentioned in the balance sheet were to be taken into account. Now investment, that means asset side, right? That means again this is unrecorded asset. Fine. That the amount of goodwill was to be withdrawn by the old partner. Now whatever will be the goodwill ratio, that means premium on goodwill which we will transfer to the partners, it will be withdrawn by the old partners. Is it clear? So let's start our journal entry. Fine. So first was revaluation. Revaluation, now we know that three assets were reducing. So instead of passing single entry, even if you pass single entry, there is no problem. But instead of passing single entry, you can pass one combined entry. Now how will be one combined entry? You will write revaluation account, don't mention the value. Okay. Now what all assets were decreasing? The assets which were decreasing was stock, plant and machinery, and doubtful debts. Right? There was 5% on debtors. Right? So that is what. To stock, again it will go on credit side. You know journal entry ka performa very well, debit side, credit side. Now to stock, it will be 2000. To plant and machinery, 3500. To provision for doubtful debts, 5% of debtors, that is 485. Now what we will do? We will add everything and put the amount in revaluation. Okay. Now what will be the narration? These all are what? Reduction in the value of assets. So that is what it will be mentioned. Reduction in the value of assets and provision made for doubtful debts. See, doubtful debts you have to mention separately. Okay. So that is what it was, a reduction in the value of asset and provision made for doubtful debts. Now let's proceed with the further journal entry. We have already done reduction in assets, right? Now there was one building which was been appreciated and one unrecorded asset which was been discovered. That means these two are increase, right? So increase means asset account debit to revaluation, right? So building account debit, investment account debit. Now investment account debit, though it is unrecorded, but then what we will do, we will straight away go for a entry, and that is recording entry. Okay, so it will be building account debit, investment account debit to revaluation account. Okay, so building was been increased by 10,000, investment which was been discovered was 1400, total 11,400. Okay, so increase in the value of building and investment. Fine. Now we'll check out, see this next entry. This entry will be related to what? This entry will be related to your revaluation account. What you have to do for this entry? First you have to close your revaluation account. Okay, then check out whether there is a profit or loss. Okay, accordingly the entry will be passed. So this is what? This is a transfer of profit and loss to the capital account from revaluation. Okay, so this is that entry. We will check out this entry when I will show you revaluation account, because then only you will understand. Here see, you can in rough you can understand there is a profit, so that is why revaluation to old partners capital account, and this amount is distributed as per the old profit sharing of the partners. Now new partner has been admitted, Monica. Now Monica has brought two things. What she has brought? She has brought capital and premium on goodwill. So we will pass that entry. What we have received for that? We have received cash. So cash account debit to Monica's capital account to premium for goodwill account. Okay, so 15,000 is the capital which she brought and 6,000 is the premium of goodwill. So that is why cash is 21,000. That is total of these. Now what is next step? See, goodwill has some steps which I have already informed you, right? Once you have done the entry of premium for goodwill, next what you have to do, you have to transfer this goodwill into old partner's capital account, right? And old partner was 2:1. I hope you remember, and again I will repeat, you know very well, when old ratio is given and new ratio is not given, so old ratio will be taken as sacrificing ratio. But do remember, you will calculate new profit sharing ratio, that is for sure. Okay, don't think that you will avoid that step. You have to calculate new profit sharing ratio. Fine. But the only thing is, while transferring this premium of goodwill, you can easily use their old profit sharing as a sacrificing ratio. So premium for goodwill, here it was credited, now we will debit for cancellation. You can see very well, one credit, one debit, it got cancelled. That is premium for goodwill account debit to Anurag's capital account to Bhavna's capital account. Fine, you can check out, it is in their old profit sharing ratio. Now next is, they say that old partner has withdrawn the premium for goodwill, right? So total withdrawal is there. Now again we will reverse this entry. Which entry? Only this. Here partners are credited, now they are withdrawing. That means Anurag's capital account debit, Bhavna's capital account debit. Now what they are withdrawing? They are withdrawing cash, so it will be to cash account. I hope the journal entry is clear to you all. Now let's check out revaluation account. Okay, now see revaluation account. We have decreased stock. I told you debit side, that will be minus asset, right? So whatever assets minus, that is reduction in assets, that will be over here. To stock, to plant and machinery, to provision for debtors. Here you have two appreciations, that is to increase in assets. Now it will come on the credit side. Now we'll check out which side is heavier. If you'll check out credit side is heavier, that means you are getting profit. See above we have already seen the journal entry related to that. So that is to plant and machinery, to profit and profit transferred to capital account, Anurag and Bhavna. Again this will go in their old profit sharing ratio. Am I clear? Now after revaluation, see, just understand the steps. What you have to do? See, if journal entry is asked, then only you go for journal entry. Do remember. Otherwise, if they have asked straight away ledger, don't go for journal entry. It will waste your time. Okay. But if they have asked for journal entry, don't think that you can avoid that step. If you will avoid that step, you will lose your marks. So you have to understand what is the requirement. Okay. So here this is the revaluation account. Now next step is capital account. We will prepare capital account. Okay. So capital of account of the partners. We already have a balance sheet ka balance. Okay. In balance sheet we have this balance of two partners capital. Okay. So by balance brought down, that we will write. Here we don't have much of the entry. Only we have one entry, one or two entry, that is one profit which is being transferred. So by revaluation account we will transfer this entry, right? Monica has brought the cash 15,000 and 6,000. So do remember, by cash account this is 15,000, and by premium for goodwill also you will mention. Okay. Now here what is there? See, partners has withdrawn the cash for premium of goodwill, so that will be over here. Am I clear? So 4,000 and 2,000. See, Monica account is showing only 15,000 ka balance. Why? Because premium on goodwill is not an amount which should be transferred to Monica's capital account. I hope you remember the entry. It was cash account debit to Monica's capital account to premium for goodwill. So that means the amount of premium for goodwill were nowhere connected to Monica's capital account. So it will not be transferred to that account. Okay. Now we'll check out the balance. The credit side is heavier, we will balance it, and to balance carried out. Now this is the new balance which we have received for balance sheet. Okay. So when we will write now capital, we will write this amount. Am I clear? Now here you can check out premium for goodwill, okay, which is being transferred to old partners in that old profit sharing ratio. That entry has to also been passed as it was in next page. So previously I have not shown you this, so that is why I am showing. Okay. So this is just a posting of all the journal entries. You will check out that all the journal entries are posted well. Fine. Now we will make balance sheet. Okay. Now this is the opening balance sheet. Why this is the opening balance sheet? Because now we are starting new firm. So this is opening balance sheet of a new firm. Okay. Now you can see the cash in hand. Previously the cash in hand which we have was 1200, but now here it is showing 16,200. How? See, you must have seen that new partner has brought some capital. That too in cash. Fine. Again he has brought some goodwill का amount, right, which was being withdrawn by the old partner. Yes or no? So there is a transaction in case of cash. See, you can see the working note here first for cash. Then we will check out the balance sheet का cash balance. Okay. So check out the working note over here. See, profit or loss revaluation is always divided between the see here it is calculation of cash balance. Fine. What was the opening balance? 1200. Fine. So what we have received? We have received two things in cash, that is amount of goodwill brought in by the new partner, that was in cash, plus capital brought by the new partner, that was also in cash. So when we will add up, we will get 22,200, right? Now what was the amount which was being withdrawn by the old partner? That was 6,000 goodwill amount, right? So we will reduce it from that. Then we will get the closing balance. This was the opening, now this is the closing balance, that is 16,200. So that is what it has been mentioned over here. You can see working note 2. Okay, so it is mentioned over here, cash in hand, that is 16,200. Now sundry debtors, you remember there was 5% reserve which was being created, right? So it will be the amount which will be reduced. Okay, from total debtors the amount of provision will be reduced and we will write the final balance outside. Same way, stock we will write reduced amount. Investment we will write as it is. Why? Because there was no adjustment on investment. Plant and machinery, again we will write the reduced amount. Building we will write appreciated amount, that means increased amount. Am I clear? Now creditors, as there was no transaction, nothing, no adjustment was mentioned, we will write creditors as it is. Okay. Now capital, again capital we will write the balance which we have received in capital account. So we will mention all the capital inside and then outside the addition of all the capital. All three partners we will mention, including the new partner. Okay. Now we will add it. After adding you will see your balance sheet tally and then you will feel happy because your balance sheet is tallying. Okay. So this was the end of revaluation account. I have given you one complete system. So now you will check out all the relevant problems in your textbook.